Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, many of you have been emailing me and asking me about bacon bits. If you can pressure can bacon bits. And if you can see this right here, this is a jar of bacon bits that I pressure canned almost 7 years ago. So today we're going to go ahead and open up this jar. I don't have a video showing me doing this because it was before I actually started this YouTube channel. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to open this jar right here, take a look, see if it looks good, first of all, which it did from the outside. And you can see that these bacon bits are pretty fine. However, if you do it yourself with fresh bacon, you can go ahead and make the bacon bits as big or small as you want. This was the first time that I ever did this. I've had this before from previous jars of the same batch, and it's always come out good. And look at this. I mean, these are perfect little bacon bits that you can combine with almost anything. And today what we're going to do is, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to take out some of my Nutrient Survival eggs and Nutrient Survival Homestyle Scramble, and we're going to go ahead and make breakfast. Now, as you can see here, I started to put a little bit of ghee into this pan, but then I realized, wait a minute, the bacon bits should have plenty of fat. So we'll see how that works out, but I'm using about half of this pint jar, and we're going to go ahead and cook it up and see if we can crispen it up first before we go ahead and put our eggs into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and combine the eggs with these bacon bits. But first we're going to try to crispen them up a little bit and get them nice and hot before we add in our eggs. Now you can do a lot of things with this, ladies and gentlemen. You can take this, like I said, mix it with eggs. You can take it and mix it with a potato salad that you want to add a little bit of an extra kick of bacon to it. And you can also take this, ladies and gentlemen, and do my favorite thing with it. And that is to make bacon jam. If you've never made bacon jam before, it's like a spread that you can put on a sandwich, preferably a cheeseburger, and it is delicious. If you want to learn how to make that, take a look at the upper right hand corner, and I actually put a video out a while ago showing you how to make bacon butter. Now let's go ahead and mix up our eggs. Now as you can see here, we're putting in 1 single serving pack of Nutrient Survival powdered vitamin eggs into my mixer. Now this single serving pack really has the equivalent of 6 eggs in it, ladies and gentlemen. Now whenever I make my Nutrient Survival eggs, I like to add some of the Nutrient Survival vitamin butter. Why? Because it's got all of the vitamins and minerals that Nutrient Survival, in my opinion, is famous for. They are the most nutrient dense food in the market, and it makes it taste a little bit buttery, which is always good, ladies and gentlemen. More butter, the better. And all you need to add to this is about 1 cup of water, and I also add a little bit of half and half to make it that much fluffier. After the half and half, I'll add a little bit of pepper, put it in the blender for about 10-15 seconds, and then I'll set it aside until after our homestyle scramble here is done. Now this bowl has 2 servings of homestyle scramble, to which you add 1 cup of water, and all you have to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is just stir it up, cover it up, and let it sit until it's needed. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and fry this up in a little bit of ghee after the eggs are done. And here are our eggs waiting for the bacon to get crispy. And look at this, the bacon is looking really nice. And surprisingly, it doesn't have as much fat as I thought that it would. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of ghee to this. That way the eggs will fry up and blend up with this really nice. And that ghee, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't made your own ghee, take a look at the upper right hand corner of the video. Make your own ghee. You can make your own ghee in 15 minutes or less. Once you make it yourself and try it, you'll be hooked. And now that the bacon is ready, we'll go ahead and add the eggs to it. I always like to start off my eggs on high, so my burner is on high. As soon as I put my eggs in there, I put my burner on low, and then I go ahead and stir it around for the entire time that it's cooking. That way it doesn't get too dry. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we can't leave any of those eggs in that jar. For those of you that have never tried Nutrient Survival eggs, I'll tell you what, you know why I like them? Because they taste like eggs. It's a powdered egg that you can store for 25 years, but it doesn't have any aftertaste. It just tastes like eggs, and it's full of all of these vitamins and minerals and nutrients that your body needs. And as you can see here, it's cooking right up. All we do now is just continue to stir it until it's done. And this is looking really good. Now we're going to go ahead and take this, put it in our plate, and then get this pan ready for the homestyle scramble. As you can see here, I put in about a tablespoon of ghee. It looks like a lot because that ghee really spreads out. We're going to put our homestyle scramble in there, and we're going to try to get it a little bit crisp. Be careful when you do this because there is a little bit of splish and splash going on here, as you can see. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be worth it. This homestyle scramble has a little bit of cheddar cheese in it. That's how it comes from Nutrient Survival. And what it'll do as it's frying is it'll develop a little bit of a crust in the bottom, and it'll crispen it up. I'm going to go ahead and divide this into 4 pieces. That way we can get 4 nice pieces with crispy edges all the way around. Let's see how this works out. Alright, now let's flip these around, and then let's go ahead and plate them after they've set there for about another minute or 2. And now that everything is cooked, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Doesn't that look nice? Look at the nice crispy edges on the homestyle scramble. The eggs are nice and fluffy. They're not dry. Let's go ahead and cut up a piece and give you a close-up of what it looks like. Doesn't that look good? Now, if you don't want to do bacon bits from scratch, you can always go ahead and take a look at this video on the upper right hand corner where I actually pressure can bacon that came out perfect. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't that look tasty? That is so good, ladies and gentlemen. Delicious. This is definitely the kind of food that I want to be eating when the balloon pops, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare now. Make sure that you get those things that you really enjoy and that your family enjoys, and make sure that you have a way to cook it. Well, that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining in today. Truly do appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I truly do hope that you try this. This came out great, and like I said, take a look at that video that I put on a card on the upper right hand corner that shows you how to pressure can the perfect bacon. I mean, it is the easiest and best way that I've found to pressure can bacon for long-term storage, where the bacon actually looks like bacon. Having said that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, every time that Becky or Eric at Nutrient Survival tell me that they have a lot of return customers, it is not a surprise to me, because I know firsthand that this is the most nutrient-dense survival food in the market, and it tastes great. Many people tell me that this food is too expensive, but compared to what? I have not been able to find another long-term survival food in the market that comes close to matching what Nutrient Survival offers in terms of nutrition. I would say that it's hard to find any food nowadays that are packed with as many nutrients that your body needs and can easily absorb, and that is why I am such a big supporter and advocate of this product. Sure, you can buy cheap calories with almost zero nutrients, or you can buy what I like to call the Cadillac of survival food, which is this. Nutrient Survival is currently offering this AP Essentials Kit until the end of this year for about $141 after you use the AP code at checkout. And ladies and gentlemen, I would never promote this food unless I thought it was the best. So feed your freedom with Nutrient Survival.